So this is a thing. Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome to a kind of year in review of 2018, or review of 2018 video, which is going to be a very different style of video. It's a very calm, collected, sit-down video. We're just going to be chatting to you guys, kind of getting one-on-one personal time, and just kind of talking through some personal highlights for me of 2018, not only on the YouTube channel, but also personally, and also just stuff that surrounded YouTube and was YouTube related, but not actually on the channel per se. Obviously, if you guys follow me on social media, you might know a lot of that stuff that has happened outside that's been connected to YouTube. But yeah, bit of a different video. I haven't done a sit down like this in ages. I think the last one was around June, I want to say, maybe. So yeah, I mean, I got kind of inspired by Jericho, who is a content creator I've been watching for like 8 years now, and he does this kind of sit down kind of video for the year in review. I thought, you know what, that's a really nice way to kind of see out the year in a way. A calm video, might not be a video many people see, but for those of you who are really genuinely interested about this kind of stuff, will hopefully appreciate it. And just also it's a chance for me to have one long video to say thank you very much to each and every one of you. Anyone that's ever viewed a video, liked a video, commented on a video, whatever, shared a video, just, you know, click that red subscribe button. Obviously, everything that is basically possible in my life, it wouldn't be there without your guys' support. So there's just no way I can ever repay you guys, but that's why I try and work every single day to try and repay you guys with videos, basically. But yeah, 2018... it was a kick-ass year. Like, I thought 2017 was the best year of my life, and 2018 went and topped it somehow. 2017 was insane, because 2017 I graduated from university, and I kind of took the leap of faith of doing YouTube as a full-time job. There were amazing places and events I got to go to in the back end of 2017, and in terms of, like, you know, social stuff as well, 2017 was nuts. But 2018 has just gone and topped that in so many ways, and it's just been, honestly, it's a cliche word in the F1 community, I guess, because of Hamilton, but it's such a blessing, basically, that it happened that way. So, yeah, I mean, this year, what really happened? Let's go through it kind of bit by bit. In 2018, in June of this year, was me booking in my first full official year of doing YouTube as a full-time job, which is absolutely crazy. You know, I took the leap of faith after I graduated. My parents were fine with me doing that. I was confident in myself that I could make it work, and lo and behold, it's gone better than I ever could have expected, and you guys are just absolutely insane for that. We ticked over just over 230,000 subscribers is like a neat kind of number milestone, and it's crazy to think that in 2019 we'll be quite close to that elusive 250k, which is 250,000, which is going to be a really cool thing to get to, because then you can just say 250,000. That sounds pretty damn insane, and for F1 content, that's just insane, because when I started, the biggest guy was 30,000 subscribers at the time, I think. So when I first started way back in, like, what was it, 2011, 2012. So that's pretty nutty. So to book in that first year of doing this as a full-time job is just crazy. So knock on wood, nothing goes wrong, and we can continue to do it. And obviously you guys are going to be part and parcel of that. So again, thank you very much for that. But yeah, I mean, before we got to that actual booking in the full first year, I actually got to once again go to LA and go to E3 2018, the second year in a row I've been able to fly out to LA. Last 2017 I went with EA, and then this year I was lucky enough to go with Xbox UK. Absolutely amazing people. Love all the people at Xbox UK. There's so many great guys and gals that work over at Xbox UK, and they've been really awesome to work with. They're not just on E3 stuff, but I've done other stuff with them later in the year. But I mean, it's just such something I don't take for granted, going to LA and E3 2 years in a row, because as a real gamer at heart, I've always said I'm more of a gamer than really a racer. I think a lot of this community are kind of, they just like racing, and then they kind of maybe play some of the games, but I definitely did not come from racing. Like, at early age, I didn't really play racing games. I got into it pretty late. I got into F1 pretty late, if all things considered. So for me, E3 is the kind of mecca of everything. You know, it's the biggest gaming event of the year. For me personally, it's at the same level or beats going to a Grand Prix live, you know, because it's just that insane. Also, the location itself, LA, is such like a crazy place to go to. Like, that vibe, that cliche vibe of going to LA and trying to make it, you kind of get a sense of that when you go there, and so it's so cool to go there 2 years in a row, and here's hoping in the future I can go again, because it'll be really, really awesome. But that was a really fun time, good professional times there, and also some good social times there, getting a little bit litty, so that was really good. And then kind of connected to Xbox UK was a little bit later on in the year. I got to attend a Forza Horizon 4 event at the Goodwood House, the Goodwood track, and did some insane stuff. Had a ride along in a McLaren, went into a rally car, did a rally stage, had a drive along of that. That was insane. All of that stuff I kind of post on Instagram. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of content I think that I haven't really posted or kind of acknowledged maybe on YouTube that I post on Instagram and Twitter. So definitely, if you're not followed over there yet, Twitter or Instagram, definitely do so. Especially Instagram. I'm wanting to use Instagram a lot more in 2019. That's one of my goals for next year. I want to use and try and grow my Instagram a lot more because it's really a fun platform to use. And yeah, so that was really insane to go to Goodwood. That was like the best way I've ever had a game launch. Like I've been to a lot of different events where they've launched games, but that was like the craziest one to me in terms of the amount of extravagance they had. Obviously, it's Xbox and Microsoft, so they have a lot of resources behind it, but it was really like, yeah, one of the craziest kind of experiences to have related to like a single game like that. And then finally, to wrap it up with stuff with Xbox, was Xbox work with Foot Locker, which if you're not from the UK, Foot Locker is just basically a sneaker store here or a trainer store here in the UK. So they work with Foot Locker, and they launched, well, Foot Locker opened up a new store in Bond Street, and I got to go to that kind of launch event of that, and that was really cool because it wasn't the biggest event ever or anything like that, but for me, it was so good because if you follow me on Instagram, especially, but also Twitter as well, you guys will know that it's kind of become a big hobby and passion of mine to get into kind of like sneakers, and I can now kind of consider myself a bit of a sneakerhead. So for me, it was really awesome to go to an event and work that, quote unquote, work that event and kind of do post stuff on Instagram. That was my job for the day, basically, of posting stuff there whilst I was there, and it was just awesome to do that because it's got nothing to do with what I do on YouTube, but it's all to do with stuff I love as hobbies. So that was really insane, and I got to do a giveaway of a pair of sneakers and an Xbox controller, which obviously I posted on Twitter at the time. So that was really cool in itself. Moving back though to kind of more F1 related things, obviously being in the actual F1 game itself, being a NPC character, that is just mind-boggling. Like literally it ships globally and I'm in the freaking game. Like, so many times when the game launched, you guys were tweeting me and like, Instagramming me like, oh, there you are in my game. I've even had like fellow YouTube content creators like say like, oh, it's so cool to like see you in the game. So being in the actual game is just still so surreal. And then obviously a big part of the year was my signing with Veloce Esports, which is really cool. Really love the guys over there, and I'm really excited for what we can do in 2019. This was just the start. Small things we've done this year in compared to what we're gonna do and hopefully plan for 2019. But 2018 was awesome. Within like a month of me signing or whatever it was, got to go to Milan at the Italian Grand Prix. Got to go into the paddock, which is awesome because I've been to the Abu Dhabi paddock obviously last year thanks to Williams, but this year going in as a guest of Sauber, and then obviously doing those videos and interviewing and talking to the current, then current F1 Sauber drivers, Charles Leclerc and Marcus Ericsson. So effectively talking to the future Ferrari 2019 driver, which is absolutely insane. That was such a cool experience. Talking to them like genuinely just about gaming. Because I didn't want to do a boring interview where it was about other kind of stuff that people like journalists would talk to about. So I talked to them about Netflix, do their game outside. I talked to Charles about playing Fortnite and him watching Ninja and stuff like that. So that was a really cool experience. And yeah, something that I'm still not gonna get over really. That was a major point in the year. And then related to Veloce Esports is finally I got to be on national telly on BBC. A few of you guys, I didn't mention it ever on YouTube, but a few of you guys commented below, like on the video that came out the day of that piece came out, like commenting below on the video saying they saw me on BBC. But yeah, I posted on Instagram and Twitter at the time. But absolutely awesome. Veloce hooked it up. They were doing so BBC did basically a piece on Veloce Esports and just esports racing in general. And as part of that, I got to talk about the esports scene and racing scene. And with that, I got to go on national TV, which is really cool. Obviously for me, like, I don't watch too much actual news on the telly anymore. I do it all online. But for me, for kind of different kind of validation, it was absolutely insane because that kind of stuff matters more to the older generation. Like my parents were really like psyched about that. My relatives were really psyched about that because for all those guys, they're obviously a bit of an older generation, so they do still watch BBC and like news outlets on TV religiously compared to maybe us, the younger adults and teenagers who do it more kind of online. So it was a real cool kind of feeling of like, in a bit of a weird way, that was like the first time some relatives really felt like, oh, that was really cool. Like a bit of a weird validation kind of thing, like I said, but it was really sick. And then finally was, this is a bit of a weird one, but F1's official Twitter account tweeted me out because I did an interview at the F1 esports event because I went to all the events live and watched them. And one of them I had an interview with F1 themselves, and they tweeted out from their official F1 account that I was a quote-unquote OG F1 YouTuber aarava did this talk with us, and that was just really insane. Like, having the official F1 account call you an OG, an original F1 YouTuber. Like, I've been doing this now for, what is, 5 years, 6 years, which, oh my god, the years have flown by. It doesn't feel like 6 years, but I've been doing it that long. But it's just insane. Like, when I started doing it, F1 didn't even have a Twitter account, I don't think. So it's pretty insane now to have their account that has like over 1 million followers to just at me in their tweet, and then also call me an OG like content creator related to F1, which is just insane. And then obviously the entirety of the YouTube channel has been awesome in 2018. I've enjoyed so many videos. Obviously, we did earlier on the year, we did the final seasons of F1 My Driver, which was really, really cool. I love the last season. The last season was really fun to make. The finale was absolutely awesome to make, and it was great to see all your guys' support on that. And then obviously the F1 2018 game coming out, which was a really good launch for me because I got to do some early content with the F1 2018 game. So that all did really, really well, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. And then the career mode so far, still going right now, season 7. Honestly, has been so fun. Like, a lot of people have asked me on Twitter, how do I still play the game 7 seasons in, and how am I not bored of it? Generally, just because I enjoy it. I enjoy racing, and I enjoy also making the video. That's more of it, really. I enjoy making the video because I still see some of you guys being entertained by it, and I just kind of, get really excited to play the next race because I think, okay, what's going to happen here? Because, the career mode, anything can happen, really. So, some bonkers stuff happens. So it's been a really great series to make up until now. The last month has been really fun for videos, like all the experiment videos we've been doing, some of the funniest videos ever. Doing the podcast the entire year has been really good to obviously chat to Cal and Tom about F1 the entire time. I'm probably almost forgetting like other videos I've done. Like, there's been obviously so many videos that I've uploaded this year. So there's too many to maybe pick out my favorites or even think about my favorites. But those are the ones that come out to mind. But it's just been just a really fun year. Definitely, I think one of the most fun years I've had in terms of making content. Like, a lot of the time I've just made content that I've just wanted to make for the fun of it, and a lot of the time it's just done really well. Like surprise, the content I enjoy making is the content that's doing really well. All the content just like fun videos to make have done the most well, have done the best. So it's been really encouraging in that kind of way, because YouTube has been a bit weird lately, the algorithm stuff and all that. I'm sure if you guys watch YouTube enough yourself, you'll know about all the random stuff that's happened with other YouTubers that I won't name drop, but much bigger YouTubers than me, that have affected the entire platform. So it's been a bit weird as a content creator. It's been a bit nerve-wracking at times, but it's been all in all a really enjoyable year. And you guys have seen lately, obviously, I've just been so motivated, and it's been an easy thing to do. Like, working every day on videos, it's been an easy thing to do when you enjoy it so much, and that's all because of you guys. You make me enjoy doing it so much because I love the idea of being able to entertain you guys. If I can try and make one of your guys' days better, I'm happy, because I watch YouTube a lot myself. I feel like I'm a kind of almost a YouTuber's YouTuber. Like, not many YouTubers these days watch YouTube themselves a lot, but I still am one of those YouTubers that, I've said the word YouTube so many times now, but I'm one of those people that I make videos myself, but I still watch so much content of subscriptions that I have. So I know the feeling from my side of how much entertainment value I get off other people's videos. So the fact that I can think about, even just a handful of people having that same thing from my content is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's enough sappiness about that. But yeah, that's been like, the professional side. It's been a really kick-ass year for YouTube. And then personally, obviously, I don't talk a lot about my personal side. I don't really, my F1 videos, it's hard to really get your personality across in F1 videos because a lot of it's so focused on the racing and the race commentary. Race commentary is not the same as doing a commentary on a kind of different game, I guess, sometimes, because you're so into the character of being a commentator and commentating on the action. So I don't really talk too much about personal stuff on YouTube. I do way more on Twitter and Instagram, so obviously those of you who follow me on Instagram and Twitter will know all of this already, especially Instagram with all the story posts and whatnot. But it's been a great year personally. I definitely have worked harder in 2018 than I did in 2017, which is crazy to me because I thought I worked really hard in 2017, but I just found an extra gear, basically. Like, if I was in 7th gear in 2017, I found 8th gear in 2018, and I'm looking to try and find 9th gear in 2019. I'm such a workaholic. workaholic when it comes to this thing, and I just love it. But somehow I worked harder, but at the same time, I also enjoyed the year socially even more. Like, I went out so much. You'd have seen it with Instagram posts, but it's a bit of a cliche phrase, but I literally did work hard and play hard. I was way more spontaneous, especially in the second half of this year. I was so much more spontaneous with just saying yes to nights out, like whether it be not even London where I'm based, like up in Nottingham, up in Stoke, like Staff's area where I've got friends still in university. Having friends in uni still is a big perk because it's a good excuse to go out with them at their university nights when you're a graduate now, like me, an old man basically. But yeah, I've just been so much more spontaneous, and it's paid dividends. Like, for me mentally, it's been a great break to just drink a lot of alcohol, chill out on a weekend or whatever, go out, boogie, whatever, and then come back, make videos, get back on the grind. That's kind of been a way how I've been able to kind of still work so consistently, is I made sure I've been taking breaks behind the scenes, but I've also made sure, because I'm so OCD like that, I've made sure it's not affected the channel negatively in any kind of way. But yeah, I mean, what's the point of working so hard if you can't indulge yourself and enjoy the rewards? So yeah, that was a really awesome thing. Like, the whole second half of 2018 has been such a fun time, like, socially wise, and long may it continue to 2019. I'm really excited for 2019. I'm looking to make it I'm hoping I can say at the end of 2019 it will be the third straight year in a row where I've said the best year of my life, because I said that for 2017, said it for 2018. 2019 is hopefully going to be kick-ass. In terms of YouTube content, I'm really excited of stuff that I've got planned for later on in the year. As I said, with Veloce, my esports team, that is going to be really cool to see what we can do in 2019. The second proper pro series time of esports, but then also just other stuff around there, like hopefully things and projects we can do together that will come into fruition. I can't really say much, but hopefully it'll be really cool for not only me, but also you guys in terms of, pays out and content and stuff like that. And then the new F1 game will come out, F1 2019. Looking forward to that. Hopefully there's going to be some cool features, I'm hoping. And obviously the 2019 real F1 season is going to be cool to look forward to. And then personally, it's going to be really cool because I'm actually planning on moving out of my parents' house and moving into a new house somewhere in London with two of my really close friends. One of them who is a YouTuber himself, Niran, the official FNG. Some of you guys might know, because there's actually a very strange crossover, at least on Twitter, between football fans and F1 fans, and people who are fans of FIFA content and fans of F1 content, at least on Twitter, because I see so many FT accounts that follow me. So I'm sure some of you guys in the comments below will know Niran, or slash if you know him as the official FNG on YouTube, or the flying orangutan, or whatever. But yeah, I'm moving in with him. Hopefully moving in with him and my friend Hayden, who is the content manager at Veloce Esports currently, and he used to do YouTube, but now he works at Veloce now. So that's gonna be really, really cool to actually be in a kind of YouTuber's house, basically, with those two really close mates. So again, socially wise, that's gonna be great to go out with them and have an easy way to go out like that. And then also professionally as well, having another YouTuber in the same house as you, I feel like ramps up productivity, because you both know you do that as a job. So that's gonna be really, really cool. But all in all, yeah, sorry for taking up a lot of minutes of your time if you did watch all the way, but I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys for making 2018 the best year of my life so far. Thank you for doing that in 2017, but doubly thank you again for doing it twice in 2018. It's been such a pleasure to make videos for you guys, and honestly, all of it would not be possible if it wasn't for your support. So I truly am so grateful for you guys' support, every single day, reading the comments, tweets, Instagram, stuff like that. It's just been absolutely awesome, and I'm looking forward to it. And definitely, I do implore you guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, whichever one you prefer, do get followed over there, because I post a lot more behind the scenes stuff and kind of just personal stuff from there. So if you do want to get more involved with me in that kind of way, you can do. If not, that's fine. If you're just here for the content, that's cool as well. I appreciate you guys as well who are just here for the content. That's all cool. But yeah, I'm looking to post a little bit more on Instagram, kind of use that a bit more, try and maybe lean into a bit more of my kind of sneaker loving kind of life, because I want to try and see if that's a bit of an avenue I can work with on Instagram. But YouTube wise, looking forward to all the F1 content coming up. Hopefully other racing content. I always say it every single year, but it's so tough, guys, because the majority of the people subscribed to this channel only want F1, so it's so hard to do other racing content. But hopefully there'll be a bit of a spurt of other racing content throughout the next year. But obviously the main thing's gonna be F1. I'm looking looking forward to it. 2019 is going to be a sick year, guys, professionally speaking and personally speaking. And so, yeah, I hope you guys have had a really awesome festive period, and I hope you guys have a good new year. It's actually my birthday on New Year's Eve, so as this video is posted today, it's my birthday, so I'm going to have a pretty sick time tonight and reign in 2019 with some of my favorite people. And so, yeah, it's going to be a good time. So I won't take any more of your time, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope we have a good next year. Here's to 2018, and here's to 2019. We'll see you then, guys, in my next video, which will probably be tomorrow, to be fair. But I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.